Movie star.
I keep hearing lots of different things that I sound like, some of which are PC and some of which are not. I did hear Kathleen Turner yesterday for sure.
Oh, yes, of course.
So yeah, this is the new Jennifer for this weekend, your special host for this very special event. Oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you guys today. So here's how this is going to work. Because I know that some of you are watching in the replay to try to figure out, are you going to come back later? Every single session is going to be recorded, but we hope you do attend live. There's more than 700 of you signed up to attend live throughout the weekend. We have more than 18 hours of scheduled events, but you guys are invited to hang out here as much as you want in between those scheduled events, because this is really your weekend. This is a celebration of all of you who have made it possible for Simple Scrapper to exist. 10 years ago, I had no idea what this could become, and I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to create with you guys and share and talk about scrapbooking in a way that we don't necessarily see elsewhere online or even in the real world. We have a more thoughtful and intentional approach because we really want to figure out what works best for you so that your hobby stays fun and interesting, so you don't have roadblocks, so you don't get frustrated, so that you finish more of the projects that you start, and that you start projects that you know you can finish and that you know you're going to stay interested in, and you know how to pivot when things go a little bit strange. So I am so grateful to the 21 of you who are coming on live, and all of you who are watching throughout the weekend and hanging out with us. As I said, this is a celebration of all of you. For this kickoff hour, it's actually pretty casual. I've got a couple things to share. I've got a layout that I want to work on. It's a 6x8 layout. I also have a box over there, and some of you guys voted on Instagram earlier today that you would like to see an unboxing of my Felicity Jane kits. So I ordered their Holly kit, which is their Christmas collection, and I also have their November kit. And I am a first-time Felicity Jane customer. I have not even opened the box, so this will be a surprise for everyone on the camera. And I'm thinking about doing that in the second half of this hour. You guys all have the agenda. There's so much going on today. We've got 4 sessions scheduled. I'll be back tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time for our big crop of the evening. We're really going to focus on the past 10 years of scrapbooking and even going back further. How much have things changed? How much have things stayed the same? What trends have come and gone? And where do we see this hobby going in the future? What seeds of trends do you see planted now? And what do you think is going to stick around? And what do you think is going to fizzle out? So I'm really looking forward to that discussion tonight. And that one's really the big celebratory kickoff of this event. So we can really kind of look back and look forward together. Thank you, Natalie, for the 10th anniversary wishes. This is so fun. This is one of the biggest events we've ever done. We've been doing these live crops every single month in our membership, and then we do a few extra ones when we have a member retreat. But this is the first time we've done multiple days, live on video, multiple hosts, everything being recorded. So I'm super excited to do something fun and different, and to really have this opportunity to see all of your faces and talk to you and really make it that much more personal. When I do a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live, it's just one direction. You guys can chat in the chat box, but that's totally different than seeing your face and seeing what you're working on and allowing you guys to talk to each other as well. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to use Zoom, so that we can have that more personal connection for this special event, and why we use it each and every month inside of our membership. All right, so to kick things off, and I'm asking, you're going to see this question again and again. This is kind of our icebreaker for every session, is I'd love to hear some of the, this is so self-serving, I'd love to hear some of the things you love about Simple Scrapper, because that helps introduce others who aren't as familiar with what we do and the types of activities that you enjoy, but it also helps me know what to do more of and what you want to see me do more of in the future. So you can do that by typing in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. We're all adults here. You have that power to mute and unmute yourself if you want to share live on screen. I'm going to unspotlight myself. So when anybody talks, your voice should pop up, your face should pop up on the screen. So who's going to be first?
I'll go first. I love the sketches and the templates. That's kind of like when I joined almost 5 years ago, that was like what got me to like stick around initially. And then once you kind of get to know people and build relationships and kind of get to be part of the community, then that kind of helps you stick around. But I still love the sketches and templates. Like every month when they come out, like I'm always so excited to see what they're going to be.
Yeah, and I love that we brought back the featured artist program because there's so many talented scrapbookers out there, and being able to take inspiration from somebody new every single month. And Melanie obviously does a really amazing job of translating those into sketches. Fran says she's a visual learner, so she really enjoys her videos. Audie Penny says that she loves the community. Natalie loves all the interaction among the members. Who else wants to pop up?
Hi, I really, I'm Betty Lowe. I really like the community and the interactions along with all the challenges that happen during the week. And the thing that's probably best helped me be more productive is that refresh weekend. What did you accomplish this week?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
So every single Friday we do a weekend refresh post inside of our community where you get to share, you know, a victory for the week and what is your next action item. And it's just it's a sense of accountability you can trust and you can count on every single week. And I know our members just love that opportunity to check in with each other and, you know, encourage each other so much.
I love the online crops. It's been so much fun being on this new platform and being able to do that and get to know people, and you kind of get to know their families and what's going on in their lives, and it's really fun. I'm at a 5-day retreat that I helped organize, and I carved time out because I was like, no, I have to be here for the first one. So
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. All right. Well, definitely feel free to pop in anytime. This is your opportunity to ask questions of me, of anyone else here. Like, what are you working on? I see, you know, your little window really small, but let's blow it up and let's see what you're working on. I'm going to switch the camera here too to over my desk so you can see what I'm working on. I think and the first thing I'll do, I'll probably share a little bit of my 6x8 album because this is kind of a different size format. Some of you guys have seen me work on this year and some of you may not have, but it has worked really, really well for me, and I'll try to explain a little bit about why as we get into that. Kim says the first time she's done things on Zoom. Is there somewhere to get a tutorial? The Zoom website, there's a support link all the way down at the bottom. I was on that yesterday just to make sure I had all the settings perfect. But really, if you kind of click around, there's always menus hidden under either 3 dots or more buttons. To help you see things. It also depends on which type of device you're on too, whether you're on a computer, tablet, or phone. They're all kind of configured a little bit differently. But everything is being recorded. Whatever's on the screen you see here is what's being recorded. And then the chat box will be next to the recording too. So that's pretty cool. All right. Let's switch the camera. I always like to share what I'm drinking. Today, I get a special treat. Come on, focus. We'll focus on my drink. I don't know why. There we go. We have a Starbucks hot Americano with sugar-free vanilla.
Oh, Jennifer, I saw somebody in the December Daily Facebook group, and they had taken, because all the different sizes of those Starbucks cups are different patterns this year.
Yeah.
And they cut them up and made a tree out of just stripes of all those different Starbucks cups.
Oh, that is so awesome. What's a fun idea? I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, so actually here, what was I going to do first was here is my 6x8 album for this year. This is an Allie Edwards album, super wide. I think this is 3 full inches. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a 3-inch album, so it is quite thick. I love that. Faux leather cover, so very durable. And I've been doing 6x8 all year, a combination of mostly 6x8 layouts, but also a few pocket pages that you'll see, as well as some Project Life app layouts towards the end. Here we've got a little sticky note in the front cover, and I've been trying to keep a list of things I know I want to do, but I haven't done yet, so that's just a little tip. Just put a sticky note inside the album so you know what you can work on next when you sit down. I actually have a longer list in Lightroom too of the photos that I still want to scrapbook, but these are the ones that are not photo specific. So we've got a little front page here, just a little decorative page, a pocket page. I still need to journal on this one. This is kind of like my kickoff for the year. And then I have all of these layouts, and you may have seen many of these online before. Excuse me. But this has just been a fun size for me. The pages come together really quickly. I can use smaller photos, or I can use larger photos, 4x6. You can still get quite a bit of journaling on here, but I've just found this so much faster than doing 12x12 pages. This whole thing fits on my desk, so I can always keep it at hand. I can do a full page photo type of layout or more traditional layout. I can use lots of embellishments, or I can keep it a little more minimal. And then here's where I have some Project Life app pages. So I went on a vacation to California with my daughter. I did all these pages on my phone on the way back home and ordered them the next day, and then it was done. And that felt so satisfying to be able to capture a big trip that way and just be able to pop that into my album. Here's another pocket page at the end. And then here's some memorabilia I've just kind of gathered in a page to do something with later. Sometimes I just stick those in a pocket at the end of the album, and sometimes I stick them in other pockets. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. But 6x8 has worked so well for me. So if you're thinking about changing things up for next year, this is just a fun size. And it's really the layout emphasis that's worked so well for me. I've tried to do all pocket page albums before in 6x8, and I've not had a lot of success, to be honest, because I love layouts, and to me, they're a little bit easier sometimes even than pocket pages. But having the mix just gives me the opportunity to do whatever I want. And if I feel that inclination to go do a 12x12 layout, I have plenty of older albums that have 12x12 layouts waiting for me to make. So, all right, so I pulled some things for a page today. These are 2 photos, one of the spring of our little baby plants all there coming out for the spring. And then this is of 2 years prior, where there was no landscaping whatsoever. We pulled out all the old shrubs, tilled all the soil, put new weed mat down, and it was a really blank canvas. And it's still a work in progress, but it looks so much better than it used to. Fran asked if I print my own pictures. I do. I use the Canon Pro 100. It's a large format printer. I'm not sure if there's a new model of that, because I know that model is a little bit older, but you can usually find good discounts and rebates on that particular printer, and I've had so much success with it. Very few prints that I've had to do over and over again, like in terms of like reprinting something, very few mess ups. I have not had to change the ink too much either. I would say I've changed it 3 times in 2 years, or maybe it's been 3 years now, but I'm I'm not a prolific photo printer, but I'm also not, obviously I do this a lot, so I felt like the ink has lasted a long time. All right, I'm gonna try to keep my voice going here today. It's been a little interesting. So first thing I'm gonna do is crop these photos down. I'm gonna leave a white border on them. I'm using this Fiskars 4x6 trimmer. It's been so handy, such a great purchase to have because I am scrapbooking in a smaller size. I'm using a lot of 4x6 photos, often cut down. So it's just really been perfect. So we have a question here about what does an Instax printer actually do? So what it does is allows you to print photos directly from your phone, which can be really handy. And it prints them as basically like mini Polaroids. I don't know the exact dimensions. I don't think they're exactly 3x4. I think they're a little bit narrower and a little bit taller. And the new Instax printer that's really for your phone is much better than the Instax cameras in terms of photo quality, but it's still not really meant to be a long-term archival photo solution, in my opinion. It's kind of a fun thing. So I've used it before. I don't have the printer, but I've used the Instax camera to do little mini books for travel. And that's how I would treat having the printer as well, as if I was going to go on a trip and I wanted to be able to print photos on the fly. That's how I would use it. I used to have the selfie. I don't dislike it. Mine started having trouble and I just couldn't get a consistent print out of it. It would always have some sort of weird streaks. I'm not super picky about photo sizes when I'm doing layouts. I am when I am doing pocket pages, though. If I want my 4x6 photos to actually be 4x6. But in terms of layouts, as you can see here, these are very odd size photos. I just created really large borders on the 4x6 canvas, and then I just trim them down to have a white border for my layout. Let's make it a little chunky here. I used to do a lot of mail order printing as well. I love persnickety prints. They are very, very consistent, the best quality. They do amazing things with digital scrapbook pages. If you want bordered prints, those are some of the most consistent borders in terms of being the same all around you will find anywhere. But I just like the flexibility of being able to sit down, print photos right now that I want to scrapbook right now. Because I find that when I print a larger batch, some of those end up not being scrapped. And that's okay. That's not a big deal. But I more prefer to save the paper and only print the things that I know are going to get done and not really have that backlog. But there is a cost associated. It is a little bit more expensive to print at home, of course. And that's probably always going to be the case. All right. So I've got a cough drop now too. I have these Fisherman's Friend. My husband recommended these. These are the most disgusting cough drops you'll ever find, but they really do work. I picked out some pattern paper, and these are both double-sided.
Jennifer, they work. They work.
They do work. They're just so gross.
They are.
Have
Your
you
mouth
heard of
starts
Buckley's? Because Buckley's catch what's their phrase? It tastes terrible, but it works. Like that's spoken.
That's funny. Yeah, I took one of these when I went to a wedding last weekend, and I did not cough during the ceremony. I was very happy about that. So I didn't want to be that person. So I found this paper, which was really cool. I wanted to bring in more color because these are just kind of boring photos. It's green, brown, and tan, with a little bit of blue sky in there. So I'm actually going to use this as my background. I've been doing a lot of pattern paper backgrounds. And then we've got this little blue dot here, kind of cloud-like. and then a little yellow crosshatch. And I also have, this one had grid cards on the back. I don't know if I want to use any of those, but I am going to cut along the line so I don't mess up any of those when I cut it apart. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to cut this down to 6 by 8.
Jennifer, do you ever, or have you ever thought about using other sizes in your 6 by 8 album as well?
I have one 3 by 8 in there that it's kind of penciled in.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 by 8 page protectors.
Right.
I don't know, what other sizes would you do besides that?
Well, I only ever use 6 by 8 for my December daily, and I love the size. But I find that I do use several 3 by 8, sorry. But I also add a lot of things without page protectors. So you have all that ephemera, all the stuff in the pocket.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The memorabilia, I usually just punch holes in that and put it in so that I have kind of different sizes as I'm going through.
You know what's so funny is that I don't do that throughout the year as much as I do during December daily. I don't know why. Maybe I don't find some of that stuff to be as interesting as, which I'm very sad that I did not get a holiday sleeve today. I only had a holiday cup, but I've punched the sleeve every single year for my album and things like that.
It could be what you're used to as well, because usually when we do our regular albums, they're very clean in the sense that they're all the same size. In December daily, I think we're used to seeing all of that different sizes and things sticking out and bits and pieces.
More mix and match.
Right, could be what we're used to as well, maybe.
Oh, certainly, I see that. All right. Do this 6 by 8. All right, now we have a very brightly colored background. And I'm going to cut this down to, I don't know. I think this is a 2 by 5 strip. When I'm doing background pattern papers, I'm often not really thinking about sizes. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And I'll layer them up. So this one will trim apart on the line. Oh, we're gonna trim apart this way. So one thing that I do a lot is I kind of just jumped into my pattern paper stash, found the very first thing that I thought might go, looked for the papers that were next to it because they tend to have been put in there at the same time, they were from the same kit probably. And so they usually tend to go. And that was it. I didn't go look further for what could be a better pattern paper. I'm sure there's a better pattern in there that would have gone even better. But I don't have time in life to be perfectionistic about it. Which sometimes is hard to say because I am very much a perfectionist in so many areas of my life. But I know that in order to keep scrapbooking fun and easy, I can't be a perfectionist there too. And it's almost like a way I can release some of that is by not having that perfectionism here. All right. So we've got some patterns, some photos. I pulled this journaling card. It says just start and it has a little floral motif on it. I'm hopeful I can kind of get all this on the page. This seems a little large. I could cut it down too if I have to. And then these were all a couple things from a Citrus Twist kit that I got earlier in the year. This one has before and after stickers. I thought that would be really good. Nice black title. This one had like a get it done sentiment here, or time for home. Those also seem to fit well. But we'll see what we have room for once we can figure this out. Let's pull some of my things here. We've got my Kikuyo dot liner. This is my favorite adhesive. Somebody stole my stapler. So we're not going to use a stapler today. It must be downstairs. Sometimes it disappears. I have a 7-year-old daughter, so that happens sometimes. I don't have too many pattern papers. I'm just going to put a line here down the center and layer these up. So I would love to know what you guys are working on today. You can share in the chat box, or you can share orally, whatever works for you. Let's see.
I'm working on last year's December daily, which is why I asked your question about 6x8, because I'm using that size right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also working on my monthly album. So I don't necessarily do Project Life, but I do just a monthly spread about all those pictures I wouldn't necessarily scrapbook.
Sure.
So that's what I'm working on today.
I am very eager to get back into December daily. I felt a little pull to try to catch up a little bit of my 2018 work, but then I have a lot of December daily work that I want to get done before this holiday season hits. So I think I am going to cut this journaling card down. It's not something I usually do, but there's just too much.
Well, I have been scrapbooking for a long time, and I'm scrapbooking again today, finally. So I'm working on my one little word 6x8 album.
Awesome. What's your word this year, Kelly?
Magic.
Ooh, I love that word.
Yes, I needed something very positive. This has been a tough year, so it's been a good
That's
word.
a great word for you to use. Good word.
What was that, Sarah?
I think she said it was a great word.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Great word. Especially if you say you've had a hard year, that sounds like it's going to be amazing.
Ooh, okay.
I
So
am working on a, I had a little disaster with my Lightroom library, and I had to
Oh no. Sorry.
redo it. And I had it all, but it had to all be reloaded, and that was kind of a challenge. But it's processing away, and I am packing for a trip tomorrow while it does that.
Well, I'm glad you found that you were able to find some recovery there. I'm sure that was super stressful.
Oh golly, it was horrible. And when I found it all, I sort of got it back, and then I knew what else I still had to do to continue. And today's one of those days I'm continuing.
Sure.
I like the first one. Oh, that's nice too. Ooh, slide that under.
I love it when you guys are bossy.
I've been watching Shamel. Yeah.
It's going to be another event where we just scrapbook for Jennifer. Just be like, listen, here you go.
You watch Chanel, right? Like she can't hear you. So you can tell her what you want her to do.
I'll actually
She'll read
respond.
the comments,
But I know she doesn't do what you tell, but she always is sliding things underneath.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's probably the only way to get everything on the page and still be able to see the photos. So. Oh, I need to put those down first. Okay. All right, Kim's working on a vacation album. Shannon is at work and popping in, so I really appreciate that, coming in from work. I know this is an early time, but I wanted to catch some of you who maybe were on a different part of the world or wouldn't be able to come in the evening because of other obligations. So.
And I'm doing the lazy thing. I'm doing work while I do this too. And I'm like, yay, it's awesome. I don't feel like doing any real work right now. So let's do the scrapbooking instead.
I left my office a little early this morning because I was just like not having it. I was mentally planning what I was going to scrapbook, and it just.
I feel legit. I still got my remote Outlook webmail up. I'm like, I'm working hard-ish.
It's always good to have it up.
Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Pretty sure my boss is getting a haircut right now, so like I'm like whatever. I don't care. I'd rather make some.
I'm not sure what. Okay, I put this a little too far down. Okay, I guess it's gonna go there, and I'm gonna cut the bottom of it off. All right. There's something super satisfying about putting something over the edge and then cutting off that extra. Maybe I'm just weird. But.
No, I find that satisfying too.
It might help if I did it straight, but yeah, I need to do that one more time. It's really satisfying if you do it with chipboard, and you actually can get that chipboard cut too, but sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. It's a little straighter. All right. Well, we need some bigger contrast here for sure. It's kind of busy. That's okay though. We're gonna trim out get it done here. Oh, we got 2:30. All right. I need to wrap this up so we can get to that unboxing. I'm very eager to open that box and see what I'm going to be scrapbooking with for this Christmas.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed something. Did you get your kit?
My Felicity Jane box arrived just before this started, and I'm going to unbox it here in the second half of this hour.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. Kim, has yours come yet?
No. Oh, I'm not muted. No, not that I know of. I mean, I guess I didn't see anything on the porch. So unless did it come regular mail or did it come like UPS or FedEx?
It came regular mail.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get
Yeah,
mine.
I don't think I got mine today. Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
All right, we've got the before and after. I think I'm going to put 4 right here. And then after right here on the photo.
Jennifer,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to go backwards, to start with my most recent pictures and scrap that way instead of the 3 million pieces I have half done. I thought I'd at least do this and get it done.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's often the most inspiring is to do what's recent.
Yeah, it's almost like when I slowed down and stopped doing it, it was so hard to go back to it. That sense of overwhelmed. I have all these pictures I want to do something great with, and they're just sitting there. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, progress is progress regardless of what year you're scrapbooking and all of that. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
all right. Like this yellow heart maybe. All right, we need.
No.
Okay, let's come up with a clever title. Can I use the words keep or going with these black letter stickers to come up with a title related to the yard?
How about growing? Oh, keep going.
Yeah, it says keep going, and so I'm trying to figure out, like, can I use that?
Keep off the grass.
No dogs allowed.
That's
Well, you
funny.
Or
could do keep
use the
and-
keep.
And add growing.
Yes. Just what Betty Lou said. Use the script
Keep growing. Okay.
and then use your stickers to be growing maybe.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, just the keep portion. Do something.
Okay. I like that.
Whoa, ceiling.
Oh. Hello, hello. There we go. Okay. I need my poker or something. Weird. All right, I want to stick these on my ruler and figure out how long they are. So my general plan for December Daily is I'm probably not doing a separate album. We'll see how thick things get. My plan is to do 10 to 12 layouts, maybe a couple of fun decorative pocket pages, but 10 to 12 stories of the holiday season in the same album, with the holiday supplies. But I didn't feel the need to go all out and do a whole separate album, just because I have several albums that I haven't finished, and so I think it's too much for me during that season. But it doesn't mean I don't like the products and that I don't want to tell those stories. So I try to keep my approach a little bit simpler this year.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm excited. What's her name? Somebody in our group, somebody in Simple Scrapper did that whole Christmas memories to capture, and I totally Trelloed that list, and I just want to pick through some of them this year. And I don't think I'm going to do like a real December Daily, but like, just make some Christmas stuff. Maybe something we can add to over a couple of years,
Yeah, I like that idea. There's so many people who do, whether it's for Christmas or Halloween or Thanksgiving, or like Kim has her Thanksgiving album. We talked about that in the last podcast, that having something special that you can go back to every single year is a really fun way to approach, one thing. You wouldn't want to do that for everything, but it gives you a little bit of a, just something different to work on.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem. Never late. This is all weekend.
We are committed.
I am
We're totally
excited.
committed. I don't think I want to add anything else to this. I think I'm good. It's
looks
cute.
good.
I have plenty of of space to write here. If this was a white background, I might have added some stamping, but it's plenty busy enough. So I'm happy with it. So
It looks very good. I like it.
awesome. Thanks for the title suggestion, guys. It's always helpful to have people tell me what to do. All right, let's dig in to this box here. So if you missed the very beginning, this is my very first box from Felicity Jane. I've never ordered from them before, but I've kind of been keeping an eye on it. And then when I was figuring out what type of Christmas supplies I wanted to buy, I was feeling a little, I guess, burnt out on Allie Edwards stuff. And it's not that I don't like it at all. I just, the products this year just didn't jump out at me as like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. After ordering her kits for the past 3 years in a row. I did buy a couple of her stamp sets. I bought the giant numbers and then the very tiny little phrases. So a little bit of contrast there.
I actually just bought the digital pieces like literally 2 hours ago.
So I think these are going to be very practical, use year after year. I also did end up, when she messed up my order, and so I did end up with some of their stickers and some journaling cards. So we'll just see They messed up my order and said keep the mess up stuff, so I wasn't gonna say no thanks. But let's dig into this box and see what happens. So I did become a subscriber in part because I wanted to order my kit early. Probably didn't need to, but I was, just wanting to jump right in. Ooh, wow. We've got very lovely packaging here. This is amazing.
Yes.
So it's got a little like acrylic ornament. It says XO Felicity Jane 2018. Hello Beautiful card and an extra free thing of it's like a doily like page edger and some 6x6 pattern papers that are black and white. Wow, this is very, and this is my regular kit's in here too. This is very, I feel like it's a present. It's so awesome. I'd heard that they had really nice packaging, but it definitely feels, feels good. We got some paper, but at least it's made of paper here. Find something to shove this in. All right. One of the things that I wasn't sure about with Felicity Jane for so long was they use a lot of black and white. So the designer Gina, it's just part of her styles, is the whole black and white thing. And I wasn't sure I was into that. But then I was kind of observing some of the things, the styles that I was more kind of shifting into, and a little bit more minimalist, a little bit more black and white started to feel right. So I'm excited to try something new here. All right, so we've got this little pouch. That is very fun. It doesn't say anything on it other than having the little heart thing on it, so that's cute. These are 3x4 cards. Very cute. Color pattern here is black, a deep red, a light pink, and kind of a sagey green. Very classy. We've got tiny little type alphabet stickers. Epoxy stickers that are circles. I love that these aren't flare because I find flare way too chunky to use on my scrapbook pages. I'll only use those on like some sort of divider page, so they're not putting it in a pocket or in a page protector. Very, very pretty stamp set. I love the mix of typed and script and graphics as well. Super practical. I can see that using that year after year. Got some word stickers here. I love these. I pulled out some of these that I had. These are Cosmo Cricket. Is the brand name still around? Stickers. I had 2 copies of them. So I love these little word stickers in my December daily projects. Got some big gold numbers. Love those. Love that there's more than one number of each too. That's always helpful. Looks like there is 2 sheets there, so I'm assuming this goes like to 31. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very handy. We've got these little gift tags. So Kim asked, how will we access the recording? So go back to that simplescrapper.com/10 page, which is linked from our homepage or in lots of your emails. And I'll have each recording, excuse me, for each session linked up next to the agenda item.
Oh, I love those tags.
Me too. This is gold.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Black and white, the script.
so pretty.
I can see using those. I would say the die cut pieces are one of them. I don't know if I'm going to pull all these out, but one of the reasons why I was super excited about Felicity Jane's because I love die cut pieces and I love florals. Maybe we'll kind of jump here to the November one. This one we have some leaves and some pumpkins, but she's always got a lot of more rounded edge die cut pieces, and I love using those as kind of those tucked beneath layers. So that's something that definitely attracted me to Felicity Jane.
Jennifer,
got
was
like
this a pre-built kit or was it something they curated for you?
This is their holiday kit. They do not have actually a December kit, because they figure most people are going to either do this kit or somebody else's. So they do 11 regular kits a year, and then this kit, which is a little bit bigger. You do have the option of curating your own kit every month from the supplies that they have. But I would often like fill up my cart and then find that I was going to be paying more for fewer number of items, so I might as well buy the kit. So we have silver puffy stickers. Ooh, Heidi Swap used to have a ton of these script word stickers, and these have been some of my favorites over the years. So definitely looking forward to using these. This kit is really huge. We've got some vellum pockets, all black and white.
Ooh, pretty.
Those are really fun. I can see putting memorabilia in that, journaling cards. Close out real quick. Oh, they're different sizes too, a couple big ones and some small ones. Very nice. I'm getting inspired to maybe do some foundation pages here. We've got cardstock dividers. Wow, these are hardy. There's 6 of them. So we've got stars, circles. I can see doing pattern papers behind those. Oh my gosh. Like a fold out card one, a pocket one, and another fold out card one, and another pocket one. So
Do you know if they're doing a digital one of this? I know they do digital of their other kits every month, but I haven't seen.
I believe so. Is it not on the website yet?
No, not yet. I wonder if they're waiting until December, because usually like it's kind of like you just pick it up whenever, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they do digital of everything else, right?
Yeah. But I hadn't even seen a mention of it, which is why I was like, but I'm kind of here for this. Like, I want it.
Yeah. I mean, these are really, wow. Okay. We have lots of embellishments now. So, okay, we've got these felt stars. Those are very cute. We've got some wood houses. Oh, and they're different textures. I like that. Instead of all being the same, got black acrylic, white acrylic, and then like a dark stain, a medium stain, and then like a white raw wood color.
See, you could totally put those houses on the layout you just did.
Oh, totally. Yes. I feel like I have other houses somewhere too. We've got, these are, oh my gosh, these are snowflake sequins in gold and white. So I think my tiny attacher is going to love stapling those. We've got red sequins in different sizes. That's super fun. And these are like really nice packaging too. I mean, it's not just in a baggie, it's in a reusable thing. This tree washi tape. All right, and then we have the honeycomb trees. And so these are like those decorations that they pop out and go into a circle and they puff out like you hang for a birthday party. I really find those very practical for scrapbooking. Maybe they're only half-size. Still, I would say that's very practical for scrapbooking. But maybe I can do a decor project or something.
Yeah, I always wonder about stuff like that for when they always include them. I'm like, what you gonna do with that?
Yeah, so I mean, you could do it all the way, or you could do it halfway. But I'm still not going to put that on my scrapbook page, so I don't know about that.
Maybe on an album cover, but even then, it'll probably get squished real easy.
Yeah.
So
I can see doing like a 12 by 12, like one of those memorabilia cases that's like the frame that's deep.
Yeah.
Like taking a really nice piece of pattern paper that you love and putting those on there and making a display that you only bring out at Christmas, maybe.
What about just for a page that it opens, it pops up when you open the page?
Oh, Fran, that was a good idea. Did you see? Fran said a card, so when you open it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do that. I'm gonna make a mess here. In one of these things too.
Yeah, that would be cute.
To put it here, and so that shuts mostly, and then it opens up.
That's so smart.
I like that idea. Clever. Good job.
Winning. Seriously.
All right. This appears to be like hodgepodge of stuff. So let's see what surprises are in here. Oh my gosh, okay. We have little silver and gold bells in the bottom. And we've got some white fiber, this gold or silver stars, whichever way you put it. And then just all the fibers. Oh my gosh, we've got gold ribbon wide or a tinier gold ribbon, a white puffy, a red. I mean, this is like all the fiber you might possibly ever need for December Daily for a couple years. So that's super fun. I didn't even know, I don't remember seeing this on the list of things we were getting. I mean, overall, I don't know if anybody can remind me the cost of this, but overall, I would say this is a really good value.
Well, it's about $60, but it's sold out.
Well, then I'm a poorly timed advertisement here, so except for those of you who are digital.
I don't even see digital on yet. I really thought it would be on by now.
Do they still have like the single, like not the, I know the full kit is sold out, but as far as like you can mix and match, because I didn't get the full kit. So
Yeah,
I just
there's a lot of stuff.
customized it to what I would use.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of stuff still available, like just not the full kit. I mean, you're probably still going to have to, it'll probably be a little more expensive, but like the die cuts are still around. The little tiny houses are here, paper packs. So like you could rig up a decent thing here. I think the stamps are still around. Yeah, I think you could get most of the individual stuff. It looks like. Here,
So we've got the pattern papers here. They're all double-sided, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna flip through real quickly here. Ooh, script one, I like that. I like having a little bit of variety in my scripts, so it's nice have some a little bit different font there. Very like some bolder papers, some more classy. Ooh, I love this star one here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A nice red dot. Ooh, the classic check, which I think they might include this in every kit, correct me if I'm wrong. Black polka dot, and then some these scallop pages, which is what they use instead of cardstock. So it's like a scallop 12 by 12 as a background. So, and I know that because they also include so many stamps, it's probably one of the reasons why they don't use a textured solid here, because you can really stamp on this easily. So that is super fun. I am very, very happy with this holiday kit and excited to build some foundation pages. In our last couple minutes here, I will dig into the November kit. I'm totally digging the color scheme here of more muted colors with the black and white. Got some chipboard ampersands.
I think I've got that one.
Some wood die cut pieces. I love that there's words in here, not just shapes. Sometimes shapes are a little harder. Excuse me. Ooh, really fun stamp set with some smaller words and these leaf patterns. That could be really fun to do a background of leaves. Die cut shapes, which we showed earlier, which like has some tags in it and some words as well. Got some 3x4 cards. So their 3x4 cards have alternating. Some have dots in the back and some have grid, which that's really handy. Ooh, I like that those lines are close together. Very nice. Very simple. I like how they don't have a ton of sentiments already on these cards. Like some of them do, but most of them don't. So you can add whatever you want with the stamps. Because sometimes when you have kits where the cards have so much already on them, you're like, well, what could I add to it? So I like these. Very cute letter stickers, some puffy borders, striped washi. I can see that being used a ton. And then we've got the pattern papers. All right, let's flip through these. I do notice that, I don't know if it's the cello bag or these particular papers, but on both sets they have a very strong like chemical smell. but that's gonna happen sometimes.
You like air it out.
Yeah, I need to air out my pattern papers. I love this contrast of the light pink and the black and white leaves. This linen pattern, stripe. This kind of, I'm not sure what to call that, diamond pattern on the stripe. Dots, this tiny little mini rainbow things, stripes, gingham, and then 4 solid colors here. I like this. I'm digging it. It's all very kind of like subtle and classy, not too crazy and out there. So I'm
Back on
excited.
those subscriptions.
I'm excited here. All right, let's check. Shannon said this platform for sharing is incredible. It's great to hear others sharing their input and creativity. This is going to be a fun weekend. I totally agree, Shannon. Thank you for saying that. I am so looking forward to just going nonstop all weekend long with you guys. I am so grateful to our guest hosts, several of who are here right now, who will be helping you guys out all weekend long. Yeah, this is just going to be fun. This is your time to create and explore and share with each other. And oftentimes I think you guys have more fun when I'm not here, but that's totally okay. I want you to have fun regardless. So let's see here.
On you.
I'm gonna switch the camera here for the last couple seconds. Okay. All right. So we made it through the unboxing. I hope that was fun for you. I am super excited about holiday scrapbooking. I kind of want to already dig in. Of course, I can't forget about those unfinished projects. I'll be definitely working on some of those during our crop time coming up. And I've got more 6x8 layouts to work on. I want to do some pocket pages. So many different things I want to work on. And I know there's so many things that you want to work on as well. So this is your time, whether we're here hosting or not, or in between. I encourage you to come on, chat with each other, keep creating, and just really enjoy having a weekend to celebrate the love of scrapbooking and 10 years of this community here at Simple Scrapper.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to see you guys again tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. And let's see. Let's check our calendar here. Oh, and I forgot the most important thing. What about a giveaway? Excuse me. Hold on.
Are you okay? Do you have a cold? Did I miss it?
Oh, I was sick all last week, like incommunicado sick, and then I'm still recovering, and my voice is shaky, and the more I talk, the more I cough.
It's not fair on the celebration weekend.
I am grateful to be here, and that my sickness was mostly last week. So, just a second here.
Oh.
So I broke my own rule. I was supposed to do the giveaway 15 minutes into the session, which I'm asking all my other hosts to do. We are giving away tonight a copy of the Everyday Storyteller ebook. So in 2012 and 2013, which seems both really not that long ago and a million years ago, I edited 2 books called Everyday Storyteller and Everyday Storyteller 2. You can actually still purchase those on Amazon at any time. But I'm going to give away to 2 different winners the digital set, the PDF copies of those books. So I'm going to select 2 random numbers here. Right. And I'm going to write these down. A little paper. Okay. So we're going to have 2 winners. And you're gonna enter via the chat box. You may enter only once. If you already have the digital copies, you may not want to enter and give someone a chance that doesn't have these books yet. Once I paste the instructions, you are free to enter, but make sure you read them. You are to type 1 number between 1 and 100. The closest person without going over is the winner. And we'll have 2 winners for this giveaway.
We've all got the same numbers.
All right. So Judith Perry, 47. That's one of the numbers. You're one of our winners.
Whoop. Congrats, Judith.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The second number has not been guessed yet.
Try again.
Technically not, I've said that we're not, no, you can only enter once, so somebody else will win, even if you're further away. Oh, Donna Stewart, there you go, 55. That's the other one.
All right.
Great.
Go.
Congratulations.
So when we get done here, I will go ahead and email you your prizes. I'm sure I have your email address somewhere. So thank you guys so much. I hope you come back for our next sessions. I hope you keep scrapping with each other. And thank you for helping me celebrate 10 years of Simple Scrapper. This is my privilege to be here. And yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
I will see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Make sure everybody comes visit me at 6 p.m. today.
Okay.
I plan to.
You
I'm
got
back.
me.
6 Central. There we go.
Thanks.
Whatever that time
Oh,
is.
Central. Okay.
That's
So,
for you.
I'm
so-
Eastern,
Really
so.
hard questions for you, Bree.
so
What?
Thinking up really difficult questions for you.
Oh, yeah. Think of some questions.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I may have the answers. I may not.
Oh, you will.
No guarantees.
Okay,
But
I'm
it's gonna be
signing off.
fun.
Everybody have fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.
I'm
Good
gonna
luck,
stay out
Dawn.
now so I can get some
Bye.
done.
Bye.
Fran, you still here? Good. We've been here a long time.
Are y'all still going to stay here?
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do.
All right. Well, I don't either at the moment. Till my grandson gets here. So.
Oh, I have a brand new grandbaby.
Oh, congratulations.
My baby had a baby girl.
Oh, boy. How fun.
There was trouble, big trouble, but everybody's okay.
Everybody's fine. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. All right, so that's gonna be sparkly.
Okay, I'm still printing pictures here, but I'm going to, once I get them done, I'm going to whip this out.
I'm amazed
I
at
muted
how
myself.
little Jennifer was spending on her ink. I spend so much money on ink.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, it's like I had to save up for the month for the new cartridges. But I love my Canon. I wouldn't trade it in for anything.
And what kind of a Canon do you have, Trish?
It is MG7120. It's a photo. It's made specifically for photo.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
All right. So sparkly.
Well, it's interesting. I do a lot of little ones. So I have a selfie and a sprocket that I use a lot. But my selfie and a couple of the pictures with my 8 Plus phone, the pictures are really red. Are those the portrait ones? That's what I'm thinking. They have a red tint to them.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't think it's supposed to have a red tint unless you had an option to pick green, red, or yellow. You know, those basic.
No, because the smaller ones are fine. That's what's weird. It's just the 4x6s.
There's got to be another setting that maybe.
Yes, I must have had it on something funny.
That's what I do with my big camera. I never know what setting to put it on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now you can't do that. Oh, I guess I can't. Awesome. That's cute.
Yeah, I need a new printer because my Kodak died.
A Kodak. Those things are epic.
Well, it lasted a long time. Scanner still works wonderfully, but the printer part don't work anymore.
I'm hoping mine won't burn out. I've had it. This is my second one, so I probably had it 5 or 6 years now. But I love it.
They were good with me though. They replaced my whole printer and actually upgraded me when I think my print had messed up one time, and just sent me a whole brand new one.
Wow. That's good customer service.
Yeah. So I stayed with them a long time, but I'm trying to find something new.
Mm. Well, all the reviews on the Canon products have come, they're really good.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, it's so confusing. Everybody's like Canon and HP, so I don't know what to get.
I had an HP and I wasn't happy with it. It would do the wonkiest things sometimes. But maybe it was just a bad one. Not all of them are bad.
Yeah, I see Canon's coming out with a new one that you can print 12 by 12 on, which I'm sure would be very expensive.
All right. For your eyes, Fran, I got this far on that trip thing.
Nice.
No pictures, of course.
But that could be like your starting page or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I got it so this little brochure, you can open it out all the way on the page. So it'll come out like that.
Oh, yeah.
Could I see it again, Trish? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, yakking away. I don't have this attached. This is just like the
Oh,
first.
that looks good. Yes. Oh, I like the way you put the brochure in there.
Yeah. I was thinking, because I'm going to put it in the slip. And with the slip, you can just slide it through and then cut a slit right on the top of that and pull it through so you can open it up.
Very nice.
I don't know where my 12 by 12 slips are.
That sounds like me. I'm always looking.
Hi, this is Danielle here. Can you hear me? Hi, I was just wondering how this works because I never did it before, so you can hear me?
My first time too, so every time I talk, my face shows up, so I get a little embarrassed.
Okay.
Look at you.
So if I talk, my face pops up in your screen?
Yes.
In your screen, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, it was nice to be here. So.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
I was enjoying your room. It looks like pretty cool. I have in space.
Yeah, it's on the
third
floor. It's under the roof, so directly under the roof.
I like it.
That's cozy.
Yeah, it is. Yes. And I just cleaned the room all over, and now I have this beautiful workspace. So I start scrapping and will never stop.
That's what I do.
Unless my kids are bothering me. They will not now because it's evening here. So.
Where are you from?
From the Netherlands.
Oh, wonderful.
And you are from the United States?
Yes.
We sure are.
See, scrapbooking brings everybody together.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
It truly does.
We all have memories to share. I mean, to keep up with.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta go there. There. You can go here. No.
I've taken over my dining room today.
Oh, I've done that many times. I've got a mess of mail here.
Just clean my hands.
You ate this morning, Max. I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong.
You want? We'll stop. Oh, there's a bird out here. I'm glad she's in a different time zone, so I have some time to run because I have 2 kids to run, one to work and one to meet a friend.
I made chili today. It's cold here, so my kids are coming over for chili.
Where are you?
I had that 2 nights ago and warmed it up for lunch today. It was good.
Yes, I'm excited.
Nothing like good chili on a cool day.
That's right.
Oh, Trish.
No. I'm sorry. Every time I get on these crops, my dog seems to think he should bark. I don't know why.
He probably hears other people talking.
I guess so.
Like, hey, there's somebody else in this room.
Yes. It's not time to eat. I don't know what's wrong. Oh. I keep finding bills. It's not fun.
Maybe. Trying to use up all my scraps, and it's